All right, news just coming in. We are now getting to understand that an army chopper has crashed in Kentucky in the United States of America. Multiple fatalities are suspected. So pictures on your screen are of the first responders who have rushed to the site of this chopper crash. This, we are told, is in Kentucky in the U.S. We are also learning that there is a suspicion that there could be multiple casualties in this crash that has been reported from the Kentucky area of the United States. Now, there you can see it on your screens. The first responders essentially trying to rush to the spot and be able to pull out survivors from this. Let's go across to Samiksha. She has more details. Samiksha, tell us more, please.
Nupur, so the latest details that we are picking up is that multiple fatalities are feared after two U.S. Army choppers, they crashed just outside the Army installation last night. Now, we're given to understand that this chopper crash happened at around 10 p.m. local time in Kentucky. The crew members, they were flying two HH60 Blackhawk helicopters, according to officials. Although we do not yet have any confirmation as to how many people were there on board, but we're given to understand that the governor has confirmed the news of this chopper crash and has also said that there are fatalities expected. So we are yet to get a confirmation if there are casualties, how many people were on board. But just to quote what the Kentucky governor in his tweet has said, he stated that fatalities are expected. The statement that has also been released says that the status of the crew members are unknown at this time. Meanwhile, the weather conditions are said to have been favorable. It was fair and light wind at the time of crash. So prima facie, it appears that there could be some mechanical failure because the weather conditions were quite suitable at the time of the crash. Just to reiterate again, what we know so far, multiple fatalities are expected. These are two U.S. Army choppers. They crashed right outside an Army installation late last night at around 10 p.m. local time, and this is HH60 Blackhawk helicopters.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Samiksha. We'll come back to you for more information, but this is what we know so far. Two Army helicopters have collided over Kentucky. We are given to understand that they have crashed into each other. Do remember that this is at Fort Campbell, which is a huge U.S. Army base. These are two HH60 Blackhawk assault helicopters that have crashed into each other at about 10 o'clock U.S. time. Let me go across to Group Captain Augustine Vinod. He is a defense analyst. Group Captain Vinod, good morning. Thank you for joining us. We do know that this is just initial reports that we are getting, but we are given to understand that these were two HH60 Blackhawk assault helicopters that crashed into each other. Your initial comments, please. Group Captain Vinod, can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can get you now. I don't know if you could hear my question earlier, but I was asking you that we are now learning that two HH60 Blackhawk assault helicopters have crashed into each other in Fort Campbell in the United States of America. We are told that this crash happened late last night during a routine training mission. Now, your initial comments to this, and also give us a general idea of these two assault helicopters and, their make, so on and so forth.
Fort Campbell, some of you may know, may not know, Fort Campbell has been the training ground for rotating helicopters for a fairly long time. Suri Cobras used to practice over there, and later on the new aircraft have come and replaced them. And as you can see on the visuals as well, at night these helicopters practice, combat operations using the night vision devices. The issue, ma'am, with night vision devices is that the depth perception with night vision devices is next to nil. So how do you make out how far the helicopter is just by having some kind of a size comparison? So what happens in a country like India, suppose we practice at night, we have certain SOPs in place in which we do training in a very safe manner. It is different from what we do during day. At
Right.
night, we take a lot of safety precautions. I'm sure USA also does that. But like we saw, you remember that crash which happened where a Sukhoi went into a Mirage 2000 using a training mission. At that time also I said the same thing. When you practice or when you train with a sword, once in a while, it is likely that you may get nicked while training with the sword, and it is part of the job. So this training accident, and especially mid-air collision when you are doing
Right.
flying, that mathematical possibility of it happening is there, and once in a while it does happen. But in the United States, in the recent past, two attack helicopters getting into each other is something that I have not seen. So
All
I'm
right.
sure all the SOPs should get revised, and
Absolutely.
this should not happen. And yes,